your girl Jordyn, and I come back with another freaking video on my motherfucking channel, guys. So today I'm doing another car talks with Jordyn. I think this is part 4. So I'm gonna let the car warm up for a little bit. Not like warm up, get nice and toasty. Ooh, no copyrights. Not like warm up, get nice and toasty, but like the engine warm up. And then we're gonna move it over there. And then we're gonna start off our car talks for today. Today we're gonna talk about my crazy diabetes story and how they diagnosed me and how I feel about it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. You guys know that I always have to have something to chew on. In every one of my videos. So oh my goodness, life does not want to work right now. I have a vanilla chocolate tea swirl, so I'm gonna move the car right now. Oh my goodness. Weird angles life. Normally I would put on my seatbelt, but just moving it a little bit. Y'all don't be worried. Girl knows how to drive. I was just a little heavy on the grass. The brakes on this car is really bad. So I mean, they're not that bad, but Lord. Ooh, I'm gonna go in the ditch. Okay. Sounds like I'm running over something, but we're good in the hood, and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, after the shenanigans of moving the car and after the shenanigans of me getting scared while I was moving the car, only reason I got scared was because I kept like slamming on brakes really hard. Sometimes that does happen. Since I am a beginner driver, sometimes that does happen. And I felt like I was running over something, but I actually wasn't running over anything. There's a lot of acorns on the driveway, so I felt like I was running over something. But it feels pretty good outside. It's 72 degrees. It is fall time. It's September 27th. It's been fall for 5 days now, almost a week. So that's exciting. So I'm sorry guys, this is my favorite part. Licking the wrapper. So I have a drumstick ice cream. I got the vanilla kind. We got the mini ones. These are not the big ones. These are the mini ones. They're so good. You should try them if you do not have allergic if you do not have allergies to peanuts or milk. If you're lactose intolerant, don't try these. This video is not sponsored, by the way, but I'm just eating them because we just bought some. So, it's hard to tell a story and eat. But today I'm going to be telling my crazy diabetes story and how I got diagnosed. I have another video on it, but it's kind of like what happened, why it happened, how it happened. This video is like how it happened, why it happened, how long I've been dealing with it. And this video is more of me going into depth, more of me going into details. But I'm gonna actually roll the windows back up because I'm under a tree and I'm scared a spider might get me. So I'm gonna roll them up and just turn on the air. Oh shoot, sorry, the windshield was on. How am I gonna turn the car on? Question mark? No, we're not. I feel fine like this. But anyways, guys, let's just jump right into the story. But before we get any further into this video, make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, comment. Well, actually, can't comment because my comments are turned off because I'm under the age of 18. But make sure you guys do all that stuff. Sorry, I'm really nosy. That car. Anyways, so what had happened was, like, 4 o'clock in the morning, I had, I didn't know the symptoms of diabetes, but I had all the symptoms of them, baby. When you're diabetic, sometimes you lose weight, sometimes you gain it. Sometimes you pee a lot. Sometimes you get really hungry. Well, half of my symptoms was opposite. The peeing, oh my goodness. I was peeing like I was pregnant. Peeing every 30 to 45 minutes. I could not hold my pee for an hour. We went on a trip to the beach during Corona. It was like a 1-day trip. We drove there, drove back. My sister was pregnant at the time. Or, I don't know if she was pregnant or not. Because she lost a baby. But anyways. My sister was peeing a lot too. Not sure why, but she just was. So, every time she stopped to pee, I had to pee. On the way back, there was only one gas station. We were literally in the middle of nowhere. There was one gas station. Most ghettoest gas station I ever seen. But I had to pee and I could not hold it. So, peeing was a big part of it. So my symptoms were peeing. They said that hunger could be a symptom of diabetes. Mine was opposite. I was not hungry at all. I could go the whole day without eating. Or I could go the whole day with just eating a snack and be good. For a whole day. But, I had the peeing symptom. The hunger symptom, I didn't have that. It was just turned around. But guys, when I was hungry, it came in a rush because it was just build up hunger, because it would be days, sometimes hours, till I had something to eat. And my mom was trying to get me to eat, but I just wasn't hungry. My mom would buy me food. Had to chew that up. But my mom would buy me food. I would maybe take 2 bites out of it and wouldn't eat the rest. And my mom was getting really fed up with it because she was wasting all of this money on food and I wouldn't eat none of it. She would buy me like really expensive meals, really cheap meals, or like right in the middle meals to see what would I eat. She gave me a variety of stuff of what would Jordyn eat. Only one thing that I really, really loved, and I kept eating and drinking, was not drinking, but I'm gonna say what I was eating and drinking. I kept eating pineapple, and I would go like 2 pineapples a week. And oh my god, Coke and orange juice. And Arizona. Coke, orange juice, Arizona, and pineapple. Those were my top 4 favorite foods. I loved them with a passion. Those were like my babies. I could not go a day without them. But then it started getting to the point where I started drinking a whole bunch of water, and it was good. I mean, I lost, now the gaining or losing weight, I was one who lost weight. I had lost 40 pounds within like 2 to 3 weeks, due to me probably not eating, due to me only drinking stuff, and when I did drink something, I just peed it all out. So, that's probably one of the reasons why I lost weight. So I had the losing weight symptom. I had the losing weight symptom. I had the peeing symptom. We're gonna have to just crank the car up because I am. Why? Oh shoot! Why? Let's try now. Okay, they didn't turn on. There we go. We just gotta turn some air on, cause girl, honey, boo boo, child, I'm hot, getting hot. So back to the story. It was my mom. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was using the bathroom 30 to 45 minutes, and a girl was using it. Throughout the night, throughout the day, I was just peeing, and when I did eat something, when I did drink something, all of it, sorry, the car feels really weird, all of it was just getting peed out, and it was horrible. Like, I would throw up every time I ate. I would throw up. I was like, basically diabetes symptoms are pregnancy symptoms, except for the losing weight one. Anyways, sorry, that was my uncle visiting. But one day I was peeing, I was throwing up everything I ate. And this was repeatedly. This was like something on an everyday cycle. I was not feeling good at all. I was so super tired. I didn't have any energy. I was drained, and I didn't have any energy because I wasn't eating anything. My blood sugar would drop, all this other stuff, but I didn't know anything about blood sugar until I turned diabetic. So, 4 o'clock in the morning, I peed. And like, this is like my 10th time peeing. The whole day is like my 10th time peeing. 4:30 in the morning, my mom was like, Jordyn, I think something's wrong with your kidneys, and I really think you're overusing your kidneys. So my mom set up an emergency doctor appointment for me. The next day I went to doctors. When I went to doctors, my doctor checked me. I told her all my symptoms. She was like, sounds like you have diabetes. I'm gonna have the nurse come in here and check your blood sugar. I was like, okay. I was like, my daughter don't have diabetes. And I was like, with her, like, what? I don't have any diabetes. I thought all diabetes was you had to change your diet, couldn't eat no sugar, and you were good. Diabetes is much deeper than that, but we're gonna get a little bit into that later. So the nurse came in, took my blood sugar. All it said, it just read high. Nothing else. It just read HIGH, high. That means when it reads high, it's above 600. Your blood sugar needs to be in a regular person's blood sugar would be in the 80 to the 90 range. So they had to go to the computer and check it. It was high as heck. It was like 600 something. My blood sugar shouldn't be up there. So we never known how high my blood sugar has gone. I'm sure it has gone higher and higher and higher than 600, but I'm glad that we caught it when we did. So After they took it, she was like, yeah, she most definitely has diabetes. You all need to get her to the hospital as soon as possible. So I had to go to the hospital. My mom drove me to the hospital. The doctor gave me a hug. This is all during Corona. Normally they don't touch you. Normally they only get near you if they're doing something for you or to you. And she wasn't doing nothing. They came and gave me a hug because it was a really emotional time going through diabetes. Anyways, we went to the hospital. It was a lot of trouble finding out because she had already sent the referral, sent all of my information over there. My doctor, I love her. She's wonderful. She's a black queen and I love her. I just love her. She also goes to my church. What a coincidence. So we went to the hospital. Finally, after like 30 minutes of running around, they checked me in. And at that point, because I had been running around so long, and when you move, your blood sugar drops. When you move a whole bunch, your blood sugar drops. So my blood sugar had dropped down to 430. Still wasn't where they wanted it, but they checked it and it was like, okay, honey, that's better. At this point, they had got me in a room. They told me that I was going to be admitted to the hospital anywhere from 2 to 4 days. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to stay in a hospital. But then again, I was like, well, it's not a good experience, but that's something that I have had to watch my mom, my grandma, my great-grandma, my great-grandpa. I had to watch a lot of people experience sitting in a hospital and staying there overnight. So I was like, I want to be in their shoes. I want to see what this is like. I didn't want to be there, but at the same time, I was like, okay, this is an experience. Although it's not a good one, I can still try to make the best of it. So, they came, checked my blood sugar again. They put an IV in me. They had to give me some saline because I was dehydrated. So they gave me some saline. They put an IV in me. They did all this great stuff. The nurses were great. They were super sweet. So at this point, my blood sugar was at 230. They checked it again. It was at 230. They were like, okay, Jordyn, blood sugar's better. So all that whole time they were running blood work on me. They were contemplating if I needed to go into the intense unit or if I could go to the regular hospital. So it was so bad. They were like, do we need to take her up to the intense, or I forget what it's called, but it's like where the doctors, nurses are on it. They're like, you are like really in trouble, so they have to put you in intense care, I think. I don't know what it's called. I have to look it up. Here's the picture when I do look it up. But yeah, they were contemplating, do we need to put her in there or do we need to put her in the regular room on the regular floor? So I was either going to be on the second floor, which is the regular floor, or on the third floor, which is the intense care unit. I think that's what it's called, but I'm still going to look it up and y'all will see the picture. So, after all that, my doctor came back in. My blood sugar was 230. She was like, okay, we're going to let you go home, but we need to give you some Lantus, which is long-lasting insulin. And we also you have to promise me that you will be at the endocrinologist office in the morning. I was diagnosed on a Friday. I was at the hospital on Friday. Saturdays, doctor offices aren't open down here. I think that's everywhere in the world, but I'm not really sure. They weren't open. They were closed, but they made me a special appointment on Saturday because diabetes is very important and it's something that you can't wait on. So that Saturday we came, got a whole bunch of information. I got my insulin pens, whole bunch of information jammed in my head. We were there for 4 hours. It was good information. It was good education, but I was really confused at first. I'm not confused anymore. Now it's very simple, and I got it down packed, baby. I'm gonna lock the doors because I feel unsafe right now, so I just locked the doors. But after that, got home. I got home. I was just crying. I was a mess. I was crying. I was like, why, God? Why did you choose me to give me diabetes? Why? Why couldn't it have been someone else? Why couldn't you choose anyone? I was just like, my mom was in denial. She was like, my daughter doesn't have diabetes. No, she doesn't. But my mom was still taking me to my appointments, making sure that I got all the information, making sure that her daughter was taken care of. And I thank God that I have an amazing mother, and I thank that God, that my mother caught it when she did, because if she didn't, I would probably be dead right now. I could have went into a diabetic coma, but God is great. God is good. My mother is great. She's good. And I just thank God so much that I have faith in him, and that I knew that he was going to bring me through a storm, and at the end of that storm that I was going to be all right. But anyways, after that, it was about a week until I had saw the actual endocrinologist doctor. That Saturday that we went, we saw endocrinologist nurse who was giving us all the information. Super sweet nurse. She is still super sweet to this day. I still love Kristen till this day. Hi Kristen, how you doing, girl? I'm not gonna say her last name because obviously that's information about them, but I love Kristen. She's the best. So that week I had went to go see my endocrinologist. We were there for 2 hours. Super sweet endocrinologist. I'm not gonna say her name. Well, I'm gonna say her name, Dr. Jackson. That's her last name, so you guys have gotta find out her first name to actually get there. So, but Dr. Jackson, super sweet lady. I love Dr. Jackson. I still love her to this day. She's very thorough. I love Dr. Jackson. So we spent 2 hours there learning information, asking a whole bunch of questions, getting a whole bunch of answers. Dr. Jackson, that's my doctor. She's also a black doctor. 2 of my doctors, or 3 of my doctors are black. 1 of them are white, but they're all the same. They're all wonderful people, and I love them all so much. Thank you guys for caring for me, because I know I can be a hard patient, but I love you guys all. No racism over here. I was just telling you guys. But my doctor, she's type 1 diabetic. I'm type 2 diabetic, thank God, meaning I can get rid of it. You go through emotions where you're like, why did you have to pick me? You might go through a depression like I did. You might be okay with it. You might just get, after a while, you will be okay with it. You'll be like, okay, it's okay. But diabetes affects everything. For the side notes with diabetes, I had problems with my anus. Had problems with my bowel movements. Had problems with my teeth. I have cavities. Have a whole mouth of them. I had to get 4 sessions done to get all the cavities great and done. And diabetes makes them worse. Just kidding. So that's diabetes just makes them worse. They make them hurt worse. But yeah, that is my diabetes story, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love all my doctors. I love all of my queens, all of my doctors. I love you guys very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. No, guys, this is not hair. I have dark spots under my armpits. It's not hair, but love all of my doctors very much. To make this a 20-minute video, it's 18 minutes right now. Well, 19 minutes right now, but we're gonna make it a 20-minute video, and we're gonna move the car. Move it back to where it came from. I'm trying not to let the camera fall. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below, Team Jordyn. Actually, you can comment so you can follow me on Instagram and DM me, and we can have wonderful conversations. Love you guys. Bye.